Steve Harris and Dave Murray of Iron Maiden.
Hi, chaps.
Welcome.
Hello. Afternoon.
Now, I'm sure you've been asked this question 100 times, probably 1,000 times, but I've got to go back to the beginning and ask you your earliest influences, first of all.
I think probably UFO and Jethro Tull.
Yeah?
Yes, and Deep Purple. And
Not that old then, are you?
Getting on a bit.
Yes, and Jethro Tull, it doesn't really sound very much like Iron Maiden music, does it?
No, but we've got a lot of tempo changes in that, so I suppose there's probably a bit of influence here and there, you know.
Yeah. So how did you two first meet? How did you actually get together? Because, I mean, you're like the longest surviving members of the present band,
well, it was, actually, I came down for, like, an audition.
Sure, Melody Maker, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, I was always looking through Melody Maker, you know, for, like, gigs and stuff.
What did
And
it say, the ad? What did it say?
Well, it wasn't an actual ad. It was, what it was a singer who was in our band at the time, a bloke called Dennis. He sort of auditioned Dave before when, you know, in an old band of his. And so he said, well, yeah, I know this really good guitarist. And I said, well, you know, get him down. And came down, plugged in, and that was it.
Kept Dave and got rid of Dennis?
Well, actually, yeah, a little bit later, yeah. That happened a little bit later. But
So
yeah,
what was the first gig, then, you could say that Iron Maiden ever did, just out of interest?
So that wedding reception in, no, actually, the Carton Horses, actually, yeah.
The very first Maiden gig.
In the East End of London?
Yeah, May 76, I think it was.
What's it like, though, going from small gigs to, like, a couple of hundred people, then going up to big stadiums of 20,000, 30,000 people?
Well, it didn't happen overnight, so it's a gradual thing, you know. It wasn't like, you know, one night we were playing Ruskin Arms or something.
Even so, did you ever imagine you'd get this big? I mean, one night you're at the Carton Horses, and then, like, could you say, like, oh, 3 years from now it'll be...
No, not really. I mean, we just thought we wanted to play clubs and pubs and just play all over England. We didn't even think about outside of anywhere else, you know.
Yeah, just actually being able to go out and play and, you know, wherever we played actually at clubs or pubs, it was just that feeling to go out and play. So over the years, it sort of just gradually, you know, step by step, actually I sort of built it up, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't overnight.
No, of course not. And management, of course, helped. How did you go about getting good management and your record deal?
Well, that was a bit of luck, really, because I used to be an architectural draftsman, and a bloke I used to work with, a bloke called Andy, just played rugby with Rod Smallwood, who's now our manager, and I just said to Andy, look, you know, take his tape interview, you know, because he used to manage Cockney Rebel before Rod. And so I just said, well, take the tape and see what he thinks, you know. So he came down, and the first couple of gigs that he came to, well, one of them got cancelled because, you know, we had, like, problems with this bloke who was running the pub, and we had a big sort of row with him and everything, so we didn't end up playing, because he wasn't going to pay us the money and this and the other. And so that was one time a disaster. Then the next time, the singer at the time, Paul Diano, got arrested outside.
For carrying a knife?
Yeah,
oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, yeah.
But it was just like a small, like, it wasn't even a flick knife or anything like that. It was
Honest
just like
government, wasn't
no, no, it was just one of those ones for cutting wood or something. You know?
Picking your fingernails, that's not nice.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, we went on actually and done like an instrumental, like half the set. Then Paul came like the last 15 minutes, so he sort of walked in and
just jumped on stage and went himself.
Finished it. It was great fun.
Now, lads, I know you've just been away for like 13 months doing a huge world tour, 24 different countries. I mean, and you're both still alive. It amazes me. How do you do it?
It amazes me. It's pretty tiring, you know.
I mean, 13 months. There's not many bands actually do that, do they?
Well, actually, it ended up being about 11 and a half.
Oh, well,
that's all right then, isn't it? You know, it's funny, actually, when you're on tour and that, you go on stage every night and we play for like an hour and 45 minutes, and it's like a workout in itself, you know, get there and enjoy ourselves. So you actually can keep yourself fit also, you know, while playing, which is...
But I mean, mentally, how do you handle it? I mean, if I came to you today and I said, right, I've got another 13-month world tour, you start tomorrow.
Well, I couldn't
run away. Run away, actually.
Back in London, they're resting. What's it like to readjust? Is it easy?
It takes about... yeah, really. No, it takes a couple of weeks to really settle down. You know, sometimes, you know, in this case, because we've been away so long, about a month to adjust to the times. You know, I mean, first of all, sort of sitting up at 4 in the morning watching videos and stuff and all that. Now I'm, you know, sort of going to bed around about 1 and getting up about 9 or 10, you know, so I'm roughly back to what it should be. You know?
But I mean, like 24 different countries, I mean, it just blows, you know, I just can't imagine what it's like. I mean, how many of these places do you actually remember being in, for instance?
Well, I remember being in all of them, really, you know.
Yeah.
know, it's different memories from each, you know.
Yeah, a lot of fond memories, actually, of the tour, you know, even like where we started off in Poland. I know that was like right at the beginning of the tour. I can still remember it.
That's only because you got the video of it, I bet.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be able to say, if you said, oh, where did you play on, you know, the 3rd of July, we wouldn't be able to say, oh, we played this place, but, you know, it's, we can still remember the actual places, you know, from the gigs and stuff.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So would you like to live anywhere else other than England?
No, definitely not.
No.
No way.
Very patriotic.
It's not just that. I think it's just, I don't know, this is home. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live. It's great to visit other places, you know, but this is home.
Now, lad, this is the big day, isn't it? Today, the new album is actually released, Live After Death, a live double album, right? Now, side 1, side 2 and side 3 come from the Long Beach Arena in California, and with side 4 from the Hammersmith Odeon here in London about this time last year. How did it actually come about, that idea?
Well, we wanted to really record, you know, all of it from Hammersmith, because it's home. But, you know, we ended up sort of recording 3 sides of it from LA, because by that time, you know, like October was when we recorded Hammersmith, and then time March came around in LA, we were just playing that bit better, I think, most of the numbers anyway.
Plus, it's quite nice, because, I mean, they're all actually quite old songs on the last side. I mean, I'm not really sure if I'll see you lot play those songs too often again.
Yeah. Well, in Europe, we can get away with playing a lot of old stuff, you know, because everyone knows them, you know, but like in America, the first album wasn't, you know, we didn't tour with that and all that, so they don't know the early songs so much.
But what's your favourite side? I mean, Dave, if you go home at night and, like, you know, actually pulled a record out, I mean, what's the actual side you'd put on?
Yeah, what we were saying earlier, I think Hammersmith is like, you know, for actual raw energy, you know, that's one of my favourite
That's
sides.
one that gives you the buzz.
Yeah. I also like sides 1, 2 and 3 too, so. I mean, it's, you know, for actual production and the whole live thing, you know, I still get excited listening to it. You know?
Yeah.
And here it is, the album,
Live After
Death, which is released today. Beautiful, a gatefold colour sleeve there. You obviously pay attention to, like, the minutest detail. There's little gravestones there with messages on. And do you have a lot to do with the making of the cover and design?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You do, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's an 8-page colour booklet that goes with it too, which is also very nice.
And there is also the fiercest looking Eddie you've ever seen in your life, right in the middle, taken by Ross Halfin, who we had in the studio a couple of weeks ago. Now listen, chaps, the cover artwork is always done by Derek Riggs, right? Your artwork man, he's done all your album sleeves, but he's actually like a man of mystery, isn't he? I mean, we've never actually seen a photograph of his face, for instance.
No, except up till now.
We can actually see him in
You
it.
can see his face now. Up to, you know, before then, he sort of had his hand in front of his face, or just to try and keep a bit of mystique now, you know, because he's a bit weird like that.
Well weird.
He is well weird, as it happens.
Probably the weirdest.
Really nice
people.
bloke, but I'll say that, please.
He's nice, but he's dead weird.
Yeah.
Video out as well to accompany the album, also called Live After Death.
Yeah.
What's the ideas behind the new video?
Well, that's from LA as well, but that was
Oh,
recorded
right.
on a different night to the album, so it's a different soundtrack, in fact.
Oh, I see. Hopefully we'll be able to show some clips of that next week.
It's quite an interesting video. I mean, it's like there's like something like 9 different cameramen on it and stuff like that, isn't
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I had one camera, it's called Rover, and it's like on an arm, and so you could like actually cover like all the audience and the stage sort of thing, you know, with like a wide-angle lens on it.
You see, I'm lucky here because I actually had a sneak preview of it just a couple of days ago. But it's like cuts around at lightning speed, and I've got to tell you, it's fantastic. But a lot of people say that heavy metal groups can't make good videos. Do you ever hear that? People say, you know, oh, heavy metal groups always make boring videos.
I've never heard that said, really.
No?
No.
I hear it said all the time, and I disagree. I mean,
Not true, no.
Well, I disagree, yeah.
Well, there's now for something completely different, chosen by you, Steve. This is huntily clad ladies with whips and chains, and is this policy or just by chance?
Yeah, well, I mean, ultimately, it's actual music that we like to put across first anyway. I mean, like in Aces High, one that was like live footage from like World War II,
Yeah, right.
you know, the plays. So we like to put something in that's probably a bit more, you know, that's compliments to the music, really, you know. I guess we could have that sort of thing, you know, women playing about and stuff, but...
You're not totally against the idea, then?
No.
Tell me, chaps, live double albums by rock bands particularly tend to mark the pinnacle of a group's career, you know. It's kind of like phase 1 has ended, you know. Do you feel like that about it?
Not really, no. I think it's just a continuous thing, you know. We've wanted to do this live album for a long time, and I don't think it's like pinnacle of the career or anything like that. I hope not, anyway, because we can only go down from the pinnacle, so...
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, I always used to get that impression that they'd groups would put out the live double album, that was it. They'd never play those songs ever again, or if they did, it would be different, you know. And all
No,
the
we
rest.
still played it, you know, quite a few of them songs.
Mm.
Seems your songs have got faster and faster over the years. To me, anyway. Would you agree with that?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, the live album's faster than, you know, anything we done. You know, live we play faster anyway. It's just like adrenaline, you can't
Sure.
help it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, sort of jump on the rise and take a nick out, like, try and pull it back. But, you know, other times you just think, well, let it go because it's exciting, you know.
Yeah. Get out there and go for it.
That's why essentially, I guess, on the live album that you know, we had to make sure that over the 4 nights we was actually right on top of it to
Yeah.
hold it back, you know, because we know that it's going to be like on the live album, so it's got to be well solid and there, you know.
Now, I understand the royalties from this record are going towards the anti-heroin
Anti-heroin, yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
What made you decide to take that step?
Well, we come back from America and there seems to be all this heroin addiction about in England, especially with the, you know, school kids and everything. We just thought we'd try and, you know, help put a stop to it, really.
So every penny that you make of this record will go to that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes right in there, yeah, to the funds.
Well, good for you. Good for you.
When can we expect to see you back on the road? I know you've only just got back, but touring UK and Europe again.
It's been a long time since we've seen you over here, you know.
Yeah, I know. Too long, really. But, got to have a bit of time off. You know, we charge the old batteries up again.
Are you thinking about the new album yet at all?
Not really. We've, you know, got time off and we'll start working on that in January. And then we've got middle of next year, we'll start touring again.
What, over here and in Europe?
Yeah, in Europe first. Europe always first.
Great, well, I look forward to that very much indeed.
And thank you very much for taking time out of your resting period to come and see us.
Yes, thank you
Thanks
very
a lot.
much indeed, lad.
Good, one of my dreams. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well, you didn't beat us. You beat the Music Express and the Iron Maiden team combined.
Yes, but you had some pretty decent players in there.
Oh yes, but five decent players doesn't make a team.
How did soccer become such a big part of Iron Maiden's lifestyle?
Well, Steve's always been a radical soccer fan. I mean, he lives, eats, breathes West Ham United, which is the team, which is his local team, where he comes from. West Ham has always been a great team. And they have this theory of attacking soccer, which they always go for it, you know. It doesn't matter if they're losing 10-0, they go for it. And that attitude has a lot to do with the Iron Maiden attitude, too. Because we
Always attacking?
we take the same thing on stage. It doesn't matter. Sound, rubbish. If you get a great audience, you can sit back and rest on your laurels, but we don't. We try not to. And if you get an audience that's very lethargic, maybe doesn't know your music, then it's very easy to sit there and dismiss them as being ignorant or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I think if you're any good, we could go in front of an audience of 50-year-olds and get them rocking. It depends what mood I'm in, but hardly ever to Iron Maiden. I mean, if I go on the bus and I feel like a good rage, and you line up the six-packs and everybody down the back, and there's no substitute for Judas Priest, AC/DC, Deep Purple, Rainbow, and like, you know, brain damage. That's great.
But then there's other moves.
A bit more thoughtful. I listen to a lot of Jethro Tull. Now and again I listen to some Vandergraaf. I got some Vandergraaf on the road with me.
Okay, talking about heavy metal, why did you get into it in the first place? I mean, you were a university graduate. You may have gone on to other things. Why?
Okay, yeah. I started getting into heavy rock when I was 13 years old, and I listened to an album called Deep Purple in Rock. And I wanted to be every single member of that band. So I was sitting there and I got into like Jethro Tull, and then I got into Sabbath and all those sort of bands. And each band had its own flavour, its own character, its own mix of all the various musical factors that make a band great.